everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Arizona Cardinals.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Set. 20. 33.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mayfield looks to throw on the screen. Bernard.
You must be dreaming.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the
Let's
39.
go, boys. Bring it up.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Regular. 180.
It's a party now. Kill.
Mayfield on play action. It's caught by Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Let's go.
A gain of 32 that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity. Because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Come on.
And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the run, it's Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
They'll run it here with Smith. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 64. Weak. Hey, check Mike.
They'll run on first down. Smith.
You remember me? Let's go,
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
I'm coming after you.
Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. Flush to his right.
I'm coming after you.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
I'm on, go.
Big edge. No. Big edge. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
On first down, Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Your trip is here.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball.
On 3rd down, Hubbard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Check 99. 22, check bomber. 22, check bomber.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Come on, set. Master plan. Check, watch 54, watch 3.
Team showed up.
Off, 24, check 24. Hatchet. Check. Switch. Yo, wise motion.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A 10-play drive that time, and the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker.
Here we go.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a carry for Bernard. And an alley to Rob. Giovanni Bernard. Nothing but green grass. Touchdown, Titans. Giovanni Bernard. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
33. I hope you brought your luck.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
We got this.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop
Jeffrey
us.
Simmons.
They cannot
It'll
hold
go as a
us
loss
down.
of about
We're
8
gonna
as he
keep
gets in
getting
there to
sacks.
drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
What we got? What we got?
Throwing on second and long. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Shotgun now from Murray.
Hey, pick your game up.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that was just absolute. Perfect man coverage, nowhere for them to go with the football, led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Derrick Henry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go, D.
Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Returnable now for Woodson. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Interception, baby.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Here we go.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And I guess right now, as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adot Jackson. Andy Isabella was the intended target. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're starting to throw in the first...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield now from the 50. Complete. Smith has it. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, we got time right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. 180. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He's got Smith here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
180. 33. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Murray fighting. Lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
Should have gone down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to sweep.
And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing, Mayfield. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
To throw is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
To try again after the sack. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Check, watch 54, watch.
That's it. I'm coming.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Rush in.
Check 3. Check, go. Check 9.
They'll run it now with Smith. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Check 55.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell it, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 39, Mayfield. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Let's go, defense.
So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Bernard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Smith catches left side. Good defense holds him barely a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, One of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack on first down, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
All day, dog.
A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. Throwing on first down is Murray. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On second down now. It's Henry, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. An excellent return that time, 26 yards.
Let's go.
And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And the pressure gets to him again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about.
Right there.
But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. First down, Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
4 down, 4 down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43.
And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Watch the ball.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. Here we go.
You gonna get this ball? You think you gonna get it?
To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep down. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow, you can make this a positive, though. You know what? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Line 54.
You can't block me.
On third down, Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 10. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10.
Let's go right here now.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Cardinals win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Cards, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home